If you're anything like us, then you generally know the truck game in the US pretty well. Heck, I would even loop Canada into this, as they're basically our long-lost brother to the north. Sorry, Canada. You guys have seen it over the last few years. Big wheels, thin sidewalls, huge lifts, powder coating all the things, rock lights that make even the biggest UFOs jealous. It's been, for the most part, a pretty predictable market. But what if I told you that there was a whole world out there that's also into custom trucks, but they might just march to the beat of their own drum? I'm Dustin with Custom Offsets. You can find me at dusty.co on Instagram. And today we're gonna be stepping outside of the box and taking a quick trip around the globe to find out exactly what are the most popular truck trends in other countries. Let's get into it. If you need stuff for your truck like wheels and tires, a lift kit, bumpers, headlights, spiked lugs, and the like, you can find all of that at customoffsets.com. I mean, when you order your wheels and tires from us, you get free mounting, free balancing, and if you're lucky enough to be in one of the lower 48 states, you also get free shipping. How neat is that?
Not too often do you get all this neatness in one location.
One quick disclaimer before we get this thing rolling. It's important to note that these are just a few of the many truck builds we've found across the world. I'm sure if you searched hard enough, there's a guy on a massive lift in 14 wides in Germany, and I'm sure that there's a SEMA build in the Eastern European bloc. I mean, I personally know a guy rolling through the Netherlands in a 6-liter Power Stroke dually, so I know that these wild cards are out there. Okay, enough rambling, let's actually get into the video. We couldn't take a quick spin around the world without starting in Europe, and honestly, in my opinion, it's the best place to start. After all, there's few places that are as polar opposite to the US than Europe when it comes to car and truck culture. While trucks in America continue to get bigger and have larger cabin space and become more luxurious and do things like massaging seats, because I guess that's a thing, the European market is actually trending downwards and in favor of the more mid-size and smaller pickups. A quick cruise around the streets in Europe, you'll find a plethora of Rangers, Tacomas, and other small pickups compared to the more common half-tons in the good old US of A. While the general public continues to purchase smaller, more fuel-efficient trucks in Europe, there is actually a growing number of people who are hopping on the importing bandwagon and actually bringing in US spec half-ton trucks. Yes, you heard that right. As much as people love their mid-size pickups in Europe, there's a large crowd over there that's getting down and dirty with an F-150 in the driveway. MotorBiscuit.com, which has a fantastic name by the way, actually has a really solid article that outlines the growing number of folk who are importing American trucks into Europe. Although American pickups are not nearly as fuel efficient, owning one in Europe can be cheaper than some think. See, in some European countries, the government is actually issuing a tax break for owning a half-ton pickup so long as you're buying it for work-related purposes. Now, if Uncle Sam could just cut me a fat tax break for owning a Duramax, I could have 14 wides a lot sooner. Switching gears here and jumping on the plane, we find ourselves in none other than the land down under. This is where I would normally insert a really great Australian accent, but I'm awful at that, so just bear with me. Home of the crocodiles, man-eating spiders, and an endless desert expanses, you're gonna find a truck culture unlike any other. Aussies are nuts about their overlanding, like nuts. And a quick YouTube search will only verify that. Running over miles of red dirt roads, Aussies are outfitting their rigs with all-out chuck wagons, rooftop tents, and in some cases, even pulling whole overland trailers across the country to camp out of them for sometimes days or weeks at a time. In terms of actual trucks, you're gonna find Aussies mostly rolling in mid-size pickups with some of their favoritism towards the Toyota and GM/Ford pickups. They also show tons of love to the Land Cruisers and other small but super capable SUV type rigs that are small, nimble, and easy to maneuver in the more challenging terrain. Also growing in popularity down there are small eco-diesel variants of these trucks, as they offer tons of torque and fuel efficiency while still being dependable on the long hauls across the outback. Hopping back into the single prop and rounding out our list, we couldn't talk about trucks around the world without stopping in the motherland, Russia.
In Russia, you do not drive pickup truck drive you.
On a serious note, Russia has been a little behind the times in terms of trucks. Most oftentimes you see older Toyota Hilux pickup trucks, and who could forget the lovable round headlight soft top Jeep-like SUV, the UAZ. UAZ. Either way, Russia hasn't been a big player in the pickup game. While Chinese automakers have dominated the export market in the last few years, Russia is coming out swinging. Bremok, an otherwise heavy-duty construction manufacturer, made waves in the automotive market by announcing that they will be bringing a new line of pickup trucks and SUVs to market in 2022. Coincidentally enough, this hot new line of trucks and SUVs actually stems from a partnership with none other than US. Listen, I'm calling it US. Don't at me if it's not correct. I just don't know. This is exciting news as Russia has otherwise not been extremely prevalent in the exported vehicle market. There's some of the most common truck trends around the world. Did we miss one? Let us know down in the comment section below. And as always, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so we can keep making banging content just like this one. Peace.